Welcome back to MoteMancer, the demo. I guess I just need to continue this belt now. And then insert things into that machine. And the power doesn't reach that far, but I can just build another power flower and connect it. And now I need to find a way or a place to put these prisms. I might just totally remove this connection. And then eventually connect that somehow. That doesn't have to be there anymore. That looks weird, but it works. Need more underground belts. And then more actual belts. Good night, Fiera. I hope you have a good rest and a good training tomorrow. Okay, I need to build this slightly differently. I guess there are ways to do this. What if I cut this connection? Half of the factory breaks. Of course. This also doesn't work. Guess I have to build things slightly differently. This looks so weird, but I guess I will have to do that. At least for now. And apparently the gray stuff is approaching ever more. I might just build a separate redundant connection. Or maybe just remove the old connection entirely. Don't know what happens. Maybe I could leave a few of those routes and see what happens. I would have to remember that there were 3 of them, but also there are still plants and I can still harvest them, so maybe things wouldn't totally break. I guess I want to insert more of the green stuff onto that belt. This still has 10,000. And there are even bigger numbers in these other collectors. I guess they are not really doing much, because the mana cultivator in the middle doesn't really consume these element things too fast. I'll just insert them here. And then eventually they will make their way into the system. I'm just thinking what to do next. I guess I might look at the research. So some research isn't really going very fast. Yeah, these belts are stolen. I guess for now I do have enough of them, so I might put some back and remove the gripper. I guess there will be advanced grippers as well. Probably they will have to do with some element. I also need more of the elemental stuff. I guess it alternates between the two researches. Or I don't know what the priorities are. Anyway, I will have a little look at what I could make. There's the Nitor or Nitor. Illuminates your surroundings with pure glow. I wonder whether it does anything but glowing. I don't get burnt by it at least. So I basically have lamps now. I do think I also have a day-night cycle. I have sort of not paid attention too much. There's the Swift Stone. Increases movement speed, so that's basically like stone bricks in Factorio. I definitely move faster on them, but also I wouldn't know where to place them actually. I generally run around very randomly. Might make more Tinker's tables. And now I need more grindstones again. There will be a research done very soon. Okay. Great. And then eventually I will have Salt Mastery. I wonder what this biorhythm does exactly. If I can recharge mana flares, that's definitely a good idea. More inventory. Mystical agriculture. Okay, I guess I can make more flowers. I don't know if they are any good for anything. Life begins to bloom. I have no idea what that does. Life prism. Of course it's Salt prism and elemental life, I would assume. If I send these salt prisms everywhere, then I might be able to create elemental water and elemental earth. I have to check what the elemental stuff is made from. Either ether or salt. I guess the blue and yellow stuff only takes ether. That's kind of weird, because normally I get ether from Mode of Life, and then I basically add salt to get the elemental life. And it's the other way around for water and earth. So I will sort of take some stuff away from here and deliver that maybe to the water and stone areas. Still haven't mined any of the stone yet. Basically the same here. And that will go up to the water and salt mine. Okay, this free mode is a bit weird. Reform belt building. I wonder how long that will last until the clouds will get too close. At some point I would also like to try dying. Oh no. Does that actually work? Can I do belt weaving like that? That would be weird, but possible, probably. Might also do something like this. I think I want to try that professionally now. Just have to replace all of that. And then I will basically save some space. But also I'm out of underground belts now. That's what you get from just using them for fun. So this is where the water elemental stuff goes. And I might just take it from here. Would be also nice to have some kind of wiki where I can see where certain ingredients are also used. Elemental binder. Need to make one of those. Maybe even two. I guess this should work. I will see where this needs to go eventually. And again, I will get things out like that, because it looks funny. It's weird how these roots are always the same texture, and I don't know if it really fits together like this. Maybe later they will add some more variance in terms of texture, so it's not always the same. Okay, we have blue elemental stuff. I wonder if I can and should build another research center or whatever they are called. I shall craft one more infusion altar apparently. Artifice. What else is there to do? I mean, yeah, I need to look up the research. This needs salt prisms. So I need to get salt prisms to wherever I want to build another of those research things. I guess crafting and mining by hand always takes mana away for a bit. I think there's a way to build a tunnel. I just need to power this, and that can be done from above. And maybe I want more throughput right here. Is the power low? Maybe the power is low. Total consumed is higher than total generated, so things will work slower or with interruptions. Need more mana cultivator. Possibly 2. And it seems like there isn't much more green stuff coming out of here. That might be because the mining is rather slow at the moment. I will just have 2 more of those things right here. I guess the inserters there also get slower and then everything crawls to a halt. How do I put in only half of a stack? That would be good to know. I guess now it would be nice to steal something from here, or at least make it go up, and maybe it can merge above. So now I'm producing 1500 mana or whatever. And I guess I will now merge this belt into that belt. And I can remove this connection. I guess this mining is still not a lot, so I will try to increase the output. Just 519 of those motes. I'll try to make more simple collectors. I guess I did build an infusion altar. Good. So I guess now I'm doing 2 researches in parallel, which is a good thing. That is not possible in Factorio. I might just have to put more of these things next to each other if I wanted research to go faster. Out of cables and almost out of belts. I guess I do need to get more of both, but cables are more important. And they aren't even called cables, of course. And I need to make more of the flowers. And also store more of the belts. Again. Guess the water research is done. And the good thing is that the next research also needs the same thing. The same ingredients. Streamway and Streamweaver. I wonder what that does. I might try to build those soon. That does actually work. But I might also just get the roots around the back. Then I don't really need that flower. Might of course use an underground belt here. The biorhythm research is done. The next life thing also needs... Okay, that is possible, but this up here needs mana roots. Mana blooms extend their root network under adjacent production structures, whatever that means. Does that mean I can connect them directly without having to use the roots? Biorhythm. Is that a thing? Not right here at least, but there's the streamway. Need elemental water. I don't actually have to bring that all the way over here, just almost. And now I need to extend the roots to the left. And build some mining things. Or should I mine to the left and extend the factory this way? Streamway Delta is done. I guess this is sort of a splitter. Underground stream. I guess for this inventory advancement I need also to produce and deliver streamways. Okay, I guess I will try to go the other way around. So now I will just use an elemental binder again. Didn't I make more of them? Or did I use 2 for the other process? Quite fun to zoom out that far. Oh yeah, I actually used 2 of them. Maybe I don't need that many. I might still try to build it as if I had 2 of them. But maybe that's already overkill. Might also do the Earth research manually. Hello, Jet Pinky. If I wanted to produce the science relevant things here, I guess I would need the salt prism, or I would need salt here to produce salt prisms. I guess I might even produce salt from the earth elemental stuff. So maybe I can make salt from that earth elemental stuff in a grindstone now, if I had grindstones. Maybe I should make more grindstones somehow automagically. I guess in this game you can't even say automagically properly, because everything is magical. I will hydrate. Okay, I need to put in these earth elementals. I think there's a way to build it like this. I just need to find it. So, underground belts. I have an idea. That doesn't quite work. Sometimes I have ideas that don't quite work. Because this would basically insert from the same thing. Let's move this flower, maybe. I think this is slightly moved. I guess I could do it like this. This will work. And at this point I would like blueprints, because I probably need to just build the same thing again as there to produce these salt prisms. Underground streams. Riptide, that needs the same research again. I don't even know what that does. Is entropy the bad stuff that I need to get rid of? So many things are happening. Salt Mastery. Quintessence and Diamond. But what will I do with those? Let's maybe see what I can do. There's this water tap now. Or I guess those are filters? I guess it's just another way of looking at it. I wonder whether one of those streamways can also connect with belts, with shifting slabs. I guess the research there is still going. I always want to do this with the mouse, dragging the area around, but I actually have to go around with WASD. Elemental Earth and Salt Prism. I guess I'll just try to build something similar. I'm out of grippers. I guess they are not stored in any chest. I have to basically pick them up from the belt. Or from this machine. That also works. Just trying to save some belts here and some space. I wonder whether an underground slab would also work through here. Yeah, I guess it would work in places where you can't actually build a belt. Not sure if there are any thinner gaps. I'm out of these roots. I guess whenever I go somewhere to fetch something, then I also need to pay attention to whether I might have to collect something else. I guess the power production is still working fine.
It's like in the films, you step on a butterfly, you change the future of the human race.
I'll tell you what then, don't step on any butterflies. What have butterflies ever done to you?
Yeah, butterflies are nice. And I need to remember what I need to do. I might just also get more underground belts, which I will just craft myself. I am still streaming, as you can see. So I will not necessarily check my Discord. This flower fits in there perfectly. And now all ingredients should be in there. Maybe just not correctly with the inserters. Okay, now we have the salt prisms. So I could now get these element things. Elemental earth. And now I need the research buildings. Although I will first try to get rid of some of the yellow stuff that I picked up for some reason. I wonder how much parallel I can make these infusion altars. Maybe there's a way to grab things from a underground belt. Okay, now I'm working on the earth elemental stuff. And I might just try to do even more. Now I just need to find a good spot for the pedestal. So now that research is much faster and the riptide has been researched. Still don't know what it does. I guess the adapt research means that I have water adapt and earth adapt and life adapt. Okay. Granite. I can make granite apparently after that. Reaching gripper. I guess that gripper might go further than the other ones. Not sure in what way it would be gripping or reaching. Quarry collector might just be a bigger one or one that works faster. Heavy chest has more storage probably. And earth grippers grasp an additional item, so there are lots of good things. And one can already see that there are more pathways to go after that. I guess I will run through the Earth researches quite quickly. Anyway, there was something that I wanted to try. Don't yet have a quarry collector, I guess. I'm only researching that. There's a stone cutter. Might just look what it can do. It's an interesting shape. Oh yes, this looks funny. I like purple gems. Reaching gripper transfers distant items with unyielding reach. I wonder how far that is. Granite. And granite is used in some other things here. Earth prism. Oh, I guess some things are rather not for the demo. Transfers items with dual arms lifting with colossal power. And that's the quarry collector. Anyway, just wanted to look what it can do. There's the stream weaver. Can do basically water crafting, I guess. I might just go up to the right and see whether I can make some kind of water things. I want to try whether the riptide might be used to get rid of that shadow stuff. Elemental water, probably down here. I'll just collect some of that. Okay, it can make sand eventually. The water prism is not for the demo apparently. And it can make more stream weavers. That feels almost like the Factorio space age machines from the other planets that can make themselves. I want to try out these things. I wonder if there's always only just one unique thing I can do on each tree without changing the inputs. Anyway, I do have a streamaway delta now. Wonder what Riptide is. Or how do I do Riptide? Salt Sanctuary. What can it do? What can't it do? I basically get a lot of salt out of here, so I guess I might try to use that here. Nitor Diamond is a sealed recipe, elemental binder, more salt sanctuaries, quintessence, and swift stone. I guess most of these things are not really interesting. At least for now. I wonder if I could now just try to do that. Do they maybe have 2 lanes? Because it seems like they are there on the left of the stream. That's an interesting concept, to have different belts with different capacities, basically. Okay, I guess I could put an inserter here. And try to make more of these waterways eventually. And put them into a chest. And at some point I could try out what they do. Still don't know how to do Riptide. Or what Riptide even is. Might have to look it up. Quarry is done. I guess I could do that one. Quest. Oh, now I see. There's Life and Riptide. Wait, how do I do that? What? Oh yes, it works. It does just take a while to reload the mana. I wonder what happens if I... Okay, there's a part that's missing, yeah. That's what I wondered, whether I could isolate parts of this. I guess they will still spread. Might need to wait a bit for the mana to reload. portal doesn't actually bring me anywhere. Or do I have to click? Biorhythm. Oh, the stuff comes back quite quickly. I have sort of forgotten what it does. What is biorhythm good for? Grants power to nearby structures and recharges nearby mana flares. Okay. So it is basically a mass recharge ability. If I have any more mana flares anywhere. I wonder how fast it regrows when I completely eliminate the traces of it. I know. I wonder if there's something that can make me regenerate my mana faster in general. Not sure if I can totally get rid of all of that stuff. Or if I even should. I guess it regrows too quickly. And possibly I have to place some things onto these pedestals. Until then, I might not get out of here. Anyway, I think that's it for today's stream. Thank you for watching.